Hey everyone, welcome back. This is my review of Dog and Scissors, episode 8, entitled... Hold on a second, let me find the title. Dogs in Moderation. Alright. Like always, quite a bit happened in this episode, so let me just try to get through the summary as quickly as I can here. So this episode basically starts out with Kazuhito running at rapid speed, and then a naked Kirihime seemingly getting attacked by him. However, then it cuts to a completely different scene, so it's kind of weird. Then we learn that Kazuhito and Kirihime are going to a hot spring, and when they get there, they are greeted by a girl that apparently Kirihime knows well, but Kazuhito confuses for someone else, calling her landlady, but then insisting that she must be someone else because Kirihime says that she's been here ever since she was little. Kazuhito then notices a large-ass bookshelf filled to the brim with books, such as one called Celestial Romance, as he notices, but before he can read any of them, he's picked up by none other than Madoka, who apparently was invited by Kirihime. The three of them then head to a different room, which apparently is known as the Scissors Room, and is Kirihime's room. Appropriately enough, she actually bought the room, and Madoka notices a picture. She asks if it's Kirihime's family, which she agrees to. It shows Kirihime as a child along with two adults, probably her mother and father, but their faces are blocked off for some reason. Then Kazuhito notices her mother has large breasts and her father doesn't, obviously because he's a skinny man, and says Kirihime takes after her father, which of course causes him to get attacked by her scissors once again. After a while, Madoka opens up a door and finds there's no futon, so she asks Kirihime if she wants her to go get another one, but she denies it, blushing, saying subtly, I put subtly in quotes by the way, that this room is going to be for her and the dog. She didn't actually say the word dog. She just kind of looks at Kazuhito, so that's how we kind of know that. Man, this chick is fucking weird. Of course, Kazuhito doesn't get it because he thinks she's talking about sleeping with Madoka when he says that's what you're into, which is a hell of a lot less weird when you think about it. I would have honestly preferred if it was that, but obviously that's not. It's not. After that, they quickly make up and head off to the hot springs. Kirihime makes it perfectly clear to Kazuhito that he shouldn't look at them when they're in the bath. When he agrees, they head off to the bath, along the way meeting several other girls who are there as well. When they get settled in the bath, Kirihime and Madoka start talking to Sakura, who is also there. There is also a chick there named Amy, who is incredibly shy but has incredibly large breasts, much to Kirihime's distaste. Of course. I hate how fucking predictable this series is. After they're done in the bath shower, Madoka is helping Kirihime into the house, who doesn't look too good. She also gets mad at Kazuhito for looking, even though he did nothing of the sort. Seriously, all he did was ask if she was alright. I mean, he couldn't have peeked anyways, because all he was doing was reading books the entire damn time. A little while later, Kirihime and Madoka are walking with each other, and they enter a room that has several people strung up and tied up, blinded, with food laid out before them. Kirihime pulls the mask off one of them, which reveals it to be Suzuna, Kirihime's editor. That night, Kazuhito is sleeping and Kirihime cuts him for no reason at all. Of course. Of fucking course. The next day, Kirihime and Kazuhito go for a walk. Kazuhito asks where Madoka is, to which Kirihime says she doesn't know and that she wouldn't agree to her invitation to go with them. Along their path, they spot Moxie once again, of course, as if we haven't seen enough of her yet in the damn series, and her agents. But luckily this scene goes by really fast this time, and they soon come to some sort of a shop where they meet up with that weird maid lady from a couple episodes ago. It looks like they're about to fight, but the maid has to leave for a bit, she finds out, so Kirihime and Kazuhito leaves as well. You know, here's one thing, one of my least favorite things about this series so far. All these teases that there's going to be a fucking epic-ass fight, but they don't deliver with it. What the fuck? You never do that. Ever. When you are writing. Oh my fucking god. Anyways, moving on. On their walk back, we get Kirihime talking about wanting to polish and sharpen her scissors, with which she names Hasajiro, and then a flashback of when she was a kid, stating that she wants Hasajiro back. She doesn't need her sister, all she needs is Hasajiro, which is kind of harsh, if you know what I mean, seriously. Once they arrive back at the house, Kirihime meets Suzuna out there too. Unfortunately, the party just had to be crashed by Moxie showing up and jumping into the water. Really? I mean, seriously, can't this fucking character just stop existing in the series and never come back, or just exit the series and never come back already? We then get a weird scene with a whole bunch of guys from the bathhouse looking zombie-like with large knives walking through the house. Kazuhito, believing they're heading for Kirihime for some reason, attempts to run and warn her before she's able to cut him for staring. The guys break the door down, much to Kirihime's and Moxie's surprise. Kirihime notes that she's seen these guys before in Shiba, a whole bunch of stalkers who she was able to subdue pretty quickly with a dulled Hasajiro. Moxie, being the stupid bitch that she is, thinks they're after her, but they bypass her and head straight for Kirihime. After that, a fight begins. Kazuhito saves Kirihime so they can have a chance to finish sharpening her scissors, and then commences to take them all on by himself. I have to say, this fight wasn't the greatest, but it's a hell of a lot better than most other fights in the series so far. Except the fight between Kirihime and Madoka from several episodes ago. From what I remember, that fight was actually probably the best fight in the series so far. Alright, once he's about to be overwhelmed and, well, killed, really, Madoka steps in to save him, wielding the Tuna Eater Type 0. Basically just a seemingly upgraded version of her original Tuna Eater, and begins to fight them off herself. After an epically humorous speech that Madoka gives, really, it is definitely the best part of the episode. It's really fucking funny. Alright, Kirihime, having her scissors completely sharpened, enters the fight as well. Kirihime drops her book and the stalkers tramples it, which gets Kirihime extremely pissed off, and she, off screen, finishes all of them off in a matter of seconds, making this fight extremely anticlimactic, like always. The next morning, as Kirihime, Kazuhito, and Madoka leaves, the residents somehow not remembering what happened the previous night at all, Kirihime states that she definitely wants to return to the hot springs in the future, in which it would be just the two of them, her and Kazuhito. And then at the end of the episode, we get a small scene with some weird guy staring at them. We have to get that scene previously in the episode at 1 minute. But that basically ends the episode. So yeah, as I said before, happened in the Frank here. I'm not too interested in the series anymore. I mean, I'm I'm going to finish it because we're all over halfway done. So I'm going to finish it, but I don't know. The series just started out so good. It had so much potential. It started off so fucking strong, and it's just dropping. All right. If it keeps up like this, it will not get a very positive review when it finishes, and I do my review of it. All right. Really, I hate how the fights are so anticlimactic. Alright. And I hate how they keep reusing the same fucking music. I hate so much about, like, whatever happened to that fight between Kirihime and Madoka that I referenced earlier in this video, which epic fight. Whatever happened to the fight? Like, that was like the best fight in the series, and one of the most humorous fights I've ever seen. Period. Okay. But whatever happened to that? Alright, I mean, seriously. Now, the only reason I'm still watching this series is because Kazuhito's passionate about books, just like I am, and Kirihime seems to be passionate about books, just like I am, but she doesn't even, that part of the plot doesn't even seem to be going anywhere, like I originally thought it would. So, I don't know, it's just starting to be a huge letdown. This episode was okay. I mean, there were some funny moments in it. You know, nothing that would make me laugh out loud, but stuff that got me a few chuckles, maybe, you know, maybe a few laughs here and there. Especially that humorous speech that Madoka gave. Definitely the best part of this episode, in my opinion. Alright, but I'm just feeling really let down right now, for the most part. You know, the animation sucked in this episode, it really did. For the most part, like, the only scene I found where the animation was really good was the very short scene where Kirihime got pissed off and defeated all those guys towards the end of the episode. That's really it. So yeah, also, Moxie's in this episode, which is an automatic negative. Okay, and also Suzuna. I have to say, do I fucking hate Kirihime's editor. Alright, but anyways though, that about does it for this review though. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. See you after, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.